Hello, everyone. This is Tom Diamond. Diamond on Deck is my YouTube channel. Basically, it's for people who want to maybe save a little bit of money or live a little bit better who are growing older in America. All right. Yesterday's show, we talked about hair growth, something I had learned. Today's show is going to be a recommendation. So it's up to you. But a lot of people are taking what we call Ozempic, but it could be Mounjaro, it could be other products. I believe it's all GLP1, okay? You're going to hear a lot about peptides in the future. And basically, we seem to have discovered a way to do a lot of great stuff for our bodies, and it's through peptides, okay? But when I was a firefighter and peptides, Ozempic, were covered under my health insurance, it was $1,200 a month. When I retired, I really didn't have $1,200 a month to spend on Ozempic. So that was the end of that. And just a side note, Ozempic makes you a little bit kind of sick to the stomach. Mounjaro, I tried that and I felt a lot better and a lot less, maybe the term is jittery. That's just my personal opinion, okay? But I try to keep these videos short, helpful, informative, and try to keep myself out of trouble. So I'm going to be quick about this one. So what we have today is a way to get these GLP-1 peptides and other peptides. There's peptides for erectile dysfunction, for back pain, for nerve pain. This is going to be something we're going to start hearing about quite a bit. But let's just stick with weight loss. So weight loss, as you may know, the last time you went to a high school reunion or a wedding, a lot of your friends who used to be overweight suddenly look pretty good. And you're asking yourself what happened. And they say, oh, I've been working out and I've been eating right. Nobody wants to talk about the dirty secret that they've been taking a shot every week. And it's been curbing their desire to eat. And that's either been why they're losing weight or it's been very helpful. So I think the most recent one I saw was, I think, Oprah. She looks incredibly thin. Okay, so to get to the point, I have something here that I've ordered online, okay? And basically, sorry, I got to line it up. I get it from Liberty Peptides, okay? You can get it from Liberty Peptides online. This is semaglutide. It's a blend. It's mixed with something else that I found on there. That's up to you. But libertypeptides.com. And it'll say for, okay, ready? It's going to say for animal testing only. So this is up to you. You can go through your doctor and you can go through your health insurance. And I think that's great if health insurance is paying for it. What the doctor is probably doing is they're getting this in powdered form. And then they're putting this into it and they're selling it to you for 20 times what they're paying for it, okay? I think Liberty Peptides is a reputable lab. It's out of the United States. So again, it's up to you. But your package comes in this, and open it up. It's got to be kept cold. So it'll be in here, and this is what you're going to get. Ready to go. Okay? And you save $1,200. What can I say? How did I find out about this? Well, I started gaining weight a little bit back. I started gaining my weight back, and I was kind of off of my firefighter health insurance, which was real good. As a real estate broker, I didn't have any insurance. That's how I had insurance. So I wasn't able to do it. So I was kind of like, gee, that was kind of nice to take it. It does curb your appetite. When you eat, it releases an enzyme that tells you you're full. This is how I understand the GLP-1 works. It has some other effects, but bottom line is that's how people are losing weight. If you know somebody who's been overweight since high school and you're in your 60s and all of a sudden they look like they've lost 40 pounds, I mean, I guess they could have changed their habits that they've had for 40 years. Sure, that's possible. But I was at a wedding and there were 30 people at this wedding who had been overweight for decades, who were suddenly thin. And so, I mean, come on, So there was an episode about South Park. South Park did an episode about the Ozempic, and it was a pretty funny episode. But towards the end, they were thwarted in getting their Ozempic for their friend, and they get online and they ordered it. And I was like, you can't order it online. You got to go through your doctor. I got on my computer and used a little bit of AI, and here comes this company out of India. So I think it was India. I did research on it, Liberty Peptides. It seemed like a legitimate company. Their packaging is professional. The lab's photos look professional. So what do I have to lose? $120. I order a vial of, at the time, Ozempic, but like I said, Mounjaro I think is better. But that's 1/10 of what my health insurance was paying. So wonderful. America and Iraq, I think, are like the only countries don't give health care to its citizens. That's for a different discussion. So I ordered it, and it came in a powder, and I put this liquid into it. And now this one I just opened for you is already liquid, okay? But the first one I got was a powder. It says for animal testing only. Listen, you want to pay $1,200? Go ahead. But what I discovered was this stuff works great. And one of the reasons I started doing these videos at this particular time is that haven't been taking it, and I went on vacation in Florida, and I'm back up to, I think, about 250 pounds. So as I do future videos, I want you to see the weight loss. And now the people who lose money, the food industry, aren't happy about people not eating, right? So you're going to hear about your Ozempic face. And I don't know if some of that's true, I guess. Well, let's see. Let's go through these videos together over time and see what happens to me over this summer as I take these shots and hopefully lose weight. Okay. So I'm something like 250 right now. We'll see where we're at in a few months. And, I'm bearing my soul out here for you. So just let you know, a lot of people are going to say, in Florida, I heard a waitress ask another waitress at a restaurant, how are the shots going? And she said, I took 2. That's it. I'm not going to take any more. I don't like injecting stuff into my body. Okay. This is a decision she has decided to make. This waitress was incredibly overweight. Another thing people do is when you start losing weight, I've noticed people are drinking Pepsi, they're drinking Coke, they're eating cheesecake. You could go to the gym and you could walk a few steps and try to help it. I mean, you can't just shoot this stuff into your body and then eat poison all day. Okay. You gotta try to help it along a little bit. So I'm trying to help you along a little bit if you want to make this option. And this is only my opinion. I'm not a doctor. It is not professional advice. However, I think this is awesome. I go to libertypeptides.com. I ordered this stuff and they deliver it to my house. And now it doesn't cost me. When I was paying for it myself, I think it was about $250, and they would give you this much. There would be, I don't know if you can see in here, but they would give you this much for $250. Okay. You see how much is in there? Just enough to fill this gap. I need to go back, right? They want you to come back. So for $250. Now look at this vial. This vial is completely full. There's a little bit here at the top. So this vial is completely full. This is going to last me about 4 months. Okay. Taking these, I'll probably take about 1.5. So way up here, less than 2. Now over time, you tend to need a little bit more, but probably 1.5, something like that. And then when I eat breakfast, I'll take about 4 bites of an egg and avocado, and I'll be full. The rest goes into a box. I've never taken so much food out of a restaurant until I discovered this stuff. But if you want to call it a scam or you want to call it American healthcare, whatever you want to talk about it, here is a way for you to lose weight, look great, feel great, think about the pressure on your hips and your knees and your joints. If you're older, damage to your heart and your kidneys and your liver and all these other things that we have because of the sugar in our food. I'm going to do a video on this. And if you look at when the cigarette company bought the food company, sometime about 1985, I think it was Reynolds and Nabisco, but if you look at diabetes and when Americans started to really gain weight, it's when the cigarette company merged in the largest merger in history with a giant food company. And all of a sudden, whatever they started to make food addictive. Okay. That's my opinion on what they did. So you would eat and you would still not feel satiated. And everybody then, McDonald's, Burger King, they all started to put stuff in their food, I think, that made you where you eat, but you're still hungry. And America got heavier and heavier and heavier. And now we are literally caving in under our weight. If you've been to a water park or anything, everybody's overweight. We all are. Okay. Alcohol's got sugar in it. Sugar is what's causing the problem. Now we have something that can counter that. Now they're going to counter on the news. They're going to talk about Ozempic face and things like this because they don't like people not eating. So there's a little bit of a war going on your television. But for the point of this video, I try to keep them under 15 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up. For the point of this video, if you want a GLP1, and if you do your research, maybe I'll do videos on this, all kinds of GLP1s. But this semaglutide and Ozempic and others you can get from companies like Liberty Peptides online, have it sent to your house, and you can save yourself some money, you can lose weight, and you can feel great. Okay? So that's the end of today's video. I'm going to do a series of videos of ways to look great and feel great. And as I said, gain your hair, lose weight, and do it by saving a little bit of money as well. So that's not a terrible thing. If you don't want to save money, it's totally fine, but sometimes it helps. All right, that's the end of this video. Have a great day. I will see you next time.